Good afternoon / evening, everybody, and welcome inside the beautiful Hector Arena here in Pictou, Nova Scotia for this Maritime Major Girls Hockey League matchup between the visiting Western Flames. That's the Western TNT Flames. Shout out to their sponsor and the home team, the Northern Subway Selects. The Selects right now sitting in second place at 19-3-0, and the Flames in eighth place at 5-18-0. Get ready for puck drop here. Both teams getting set at their net with their cheer. My name is Matt Doodley for High Button Sports. We thank you for tuning in. Another busy day of hockey here on High Button Sports, as you would imagine. Every single weekend, all four leagues going here. Now the season matchup between these two is 1-1-0. Haven't met up in the showcases just yet. But the Flames beat the Selects 2-0 back on October 4th, I do believe is the date. And then right the next day, the Selects got their revenge with a 5-2 victory, so winner of this one will take the lead here in the season series. Starting in goal first for the Flames, as you can just see there on your screen, is Rylan Arbo, a 1-9 record. And for the Selects is number 31, Lydia Mason, 7-2 record so far, looking to make better on that. So we're at center ice, and we are underway here from the Hector Arena. Chipped off the wall. Looking to get free now early is the Selects, but that's going to be poked around there by Kimball. Not Kimball. Back to the point. McIntyre fires a shot. That was blocked along the way. Never made its way to the goal. Passed out front. Bouncing puck. Good stick there in front. That'll eliminate that chance. That's going to be chipped down the ice, and that one is going to have enough for icing, so we'll have a stoppage of play here. 29 seconds into the game. So we'll flip it around to the far side. The face-off just to the left of Rylan Arbo. The puck is down, back to the point. Partnered across. Into the middle of the ice there. Bouncing puck in front of the net there, nobody home. Picked up there by the Selects once again. That was Ali Chisholm. And behind the net, centering pass there, picked off, and it's going to go back the other way. Into the neutral zone. Into the frame now was Boyle. She's going to fire that in deep. Flames collect. Chipped off the wall through the neutral zone. And now it's going to be lofted back down inside the Flame zone here. All the way around to the far corner it goes. Chipped through the middle of the ice. Doolin looking for that. Good job there by number 21, Annalise Lawrence, as she was able to chip that one in deep. As the Selects will head back to collect here, trying to exit their zone. Chipped off the wall. Delayed offside, so the Flames will have to regroup. Into the corner. Tripped up, play continues. Chance here for the Flames. Centering pass there into the crease, and that's going to be smothered up. And she'll hang on, Lydia Mason, for the Selects. Puck's down now as it switches sides. A little bit of a blind spot here at the Hector Arena. We do the best we can, though. Chipped off the wall. In front now. John Stone through the middle. Cook couldn't connect with her, as that one's going to go all the way down. Burris across, looking for Morrow as they try a shove play there at the side of the net. Selects looking for the clear. Dagla back to the point. Shot there. Mason follows it through the crowd, and she'll hang on here. 18:02 left to go here in the first period. These two teams will get right back at it here tomorrow afternoon, 12 o'clock, right here from the Hector Arena. So face off. Just to the right side now of Mason. This view would be great without that mesh, but fan safety obviously a priority. Flames now able to get that back down inside the zone. Chipped free and behind the goal. Centering pass there. Couldn't get it to go. So Selects defensively will recollect here. Trying to get it out of the zone. Slap shot coming there. He winds and fires. That one just goes wide. Back to the point. Feltmate. Couldn't hold it in. Now it's going to go back the other way here for the Selects just in front of us now. Off the stick there of Mila Martin. As she gets that in deep, it'll get all the way down into the corner in front of one of the best canteens in Nova Scotia, in my opinion. Rimmed around to the left side on the half wall. Chipped. Couldn't get it out. Now it's going to go back to the point. Opportunity there for Doron. She fires it towards a goal. It was chipped wide. Now it's going to get into the corner. By Frances McDonald on the forecheck. She wasn't able to come away with it. Still in the zone now. Rimmed around the far side is Dagla. McIntyre activates from the left point. As she gets inside the corner, she'll take a little bump down there, a little body contact in the corner. Ref's going to let it go this time. Chipped free, a little bit of time and space here for the Flames. Dagla lofts that one down the ice, and that's going to go down for icing as the whistle goes. So back down into the Flame zone we go. 16:40 left to go. It's going to come to the left side of our bow. Puck's down now, and it's pushed into the corner. Dagla on the loose puck. Chipped off the wall. Selects will have to regroup here in their own zone. McIntyre quickly up the left side, chipped into the middle. MacArthur walks in over the line. She tries to make a move, drops it there. Shot there, save made by Arbo. Rebound loose, cleared out of harm's way. Back to the point for Boyle. Down deep. Flames able to get control. Comes all the way to the point, and it will come out. Boyle chips it back in. MacArthur will have to tag up here as the Flames will have some time to exit the zone. And over the line, that's going to get in deep. Good job there to take that extra step and gain the red line. Rimmed all the way around to the far side now. Selects looking for the breakout. Back to the neutral zone area it goes. Chipped off the wall. That was Allie Chisholm looking for that loose puck. And it should be mentioned here, the Flames without Lily Nelson. A little bit of a nagging injury there, but she made the trip with the team. Worked around the far side. Good little push here from the Flames. Worked around to the far side now. That's Carly Boyle. Up the right side now. Cross-ice pass right onto the tape. And away goes Chisholm. Chisholm dumps it in. She's going to give chase. She's going to get there first. Comes away with that spin-around move. Tried to center off a set of skates, and in behind the goal it stays. Just about halfway, or 5 minutes in here to the first period. Johnstone gets it up to Dooland. Wasn't able to get it out as Kate Morrow was there to hold the line. She'll turn around, try to dump it back in, but Waterhouse. Up the right side. Cook trying to chip it free. All the way around to the far side. Now McKinley Dooland will pick it up. She's going to get the red line. She'll send it in, and now she's going to head for a change. That'll give the Selects an extra second here. So that goes all the way up the ice there. Turn around. Richards back to the point. In a hurry, shot there was tipped in front, and that doesn't make its way to the goals. The Flames will recollect here as they're going to go away in transition here. Up the left side, Dagler got tangled up, and that's going to be an icing call as we'll flip it back down around to the Flames end here. 14:24 left to go now here in the first period. So we'll go back to the far side here. Puck down now, push to the half wall. Oh, big hit there at the blue line. They're going to let that one slide as Dagla took down Burris. Didn't slow down for a second. It's up the left side now. That one's going to get by Burris. It's going to go all the way down. Not going to have enough for icing, though, as Burris back to collect. She rims it around the far side for Connolly. Connolly with it. She tries to center. That goes off a skate. That's going to go back down inside the Select zone. All the way down the ice, the Selects try to stretch pass, and that's going to be down for icing here, charged to the Selects this time, so we'll flip it back down around the far side. For the Kraken and the Caps playing right now at the Q-Plex in St. John, New Brunswick. Puck's down now, face off. Won by the Selects into the corner. They try to reverse it back up the far side. Here the Flames bench yelling for F3 there, and that puck will get by F3 as Sean Richards comes in. Richards. 23 points so far on the season. Flying in there was Kiri Doiron. Now McIntyre will pick it up. McIntyre, nice move and over the line. Turns, opens herself up, tries to go back door, and great job in front. As Feltmate able to tie up a stick, and that puck will be poke free. Up the left side. Stretch pass right on the tape there for Polchis, and it just rolled away from her. Now is McIntyre. Look at her go. Had that puck poked off her stick, though. Flames, as Polchis took a spill there, and she's a little bit labored as she comes back to the bench, and she is grimacing as she gets back, so hopefully everything's okay there. The left wing half wall. Feltmate being pressed. Turned over, trying to shove it at the side of the goal there was Sean Richards. Or sorry, no, that wasn't Richards. That's a 5, not a 9. Shot there was the rebound cleared, so 5. That would have been Brooke McDonald. Passed out front once again. McIntyre very active here on this shift. She'll activate once again down the left corner. Carries it in behind the goal. Wraparound chance there. Good job by Arabo to close it down. Turn, fired into her own teammate. She'll try it again. Back up to the point. Doiron a shot there. That was blocked by Folks. In behind the goal it goes. Pinned up against the wall. Now it'll come free here as the Flames get possession. Cool vantage point for us here as we're right by the benches so you can hear those conversations. That puck goes back to the point. Shot there and a save made. Arbo out at the top of the crease challenging the shooter, and she'll make a nice save there. The faceoff will remain down inside the Flame zone. We're going to flip it over to the blocker side here. Won cleanly here by the Flames. Rimmed it around to the far side. That'll get by everybody. That's not going to be enough for icing, though. Rimmed around to the far side on the rim. Good job there as Kimball able to hold the line. In behind the goal now. Picked up there, Grinton. Partnered it across. Nice little play there. Boyle goes up the left side into the middle now. Nice little touch pass for Richards, who had to slow up there, tried to dump it in off the skates of the official, but she will find the loose puck. Spin around pass. Can't get it to connect. Good job by Cook at the blue line, but now it'll stay inside the zone. Richards through the middle of the ice. Looking for Chisholm. Richards. Relentless on that puck. Puck comes all the way near the blue line, and now it's going to be picked up by Summers. Summers cross ice, had it poked off her stick, so Richards able to find the loose puck, tries to dump it in. She'll head for a change as all 3 forwards for the Selects will head for the bench. In behind the goal now. Mally Kimball pressed off the puck as MacArthur came swooping in. She'll find that loose puck. Back to the point. Connolly's shot. That was blocked by Cook, as you can hear the bench beside me. Big fans of that play. Left side now. Flames trying to get it out of the zone. MacArthur unable to find it as the puck goes all the way down inside the Select zone. Right up the left side it goes. Chipped through the middle, but it's going to be pumped back down inside. Mason, she'll find it. Into the corner. Trying to get it out. It's just inside the blue line there. Good battle there as that puck comes free. Daigle, she'll fire that inside the zone. Layla Burris back forward here for the Selects. Polchi's coming from the left. Is able to funnel her out. Made her turn it over. Through the middle of the ice. MacArthur spins around. Didn't like what she saw. Leaks it back there for Burris. Burris, red line. And that's going to get in deep. One thing I noticed here so far is no Hallie Rose McLean for the Selects right now. Haven't seen her on the ice yet. Not sure what's going on there, but just something I noticed as Lexi McIntyre collects behind her own net. Fired up the left side. Frances McDonald spins. Coming out of the zone. She's triple teamed there as it comes all the way back for Gauvin, who fires that down in behind the goal. McIntyre on it now. Over to your halfway mark of this period. Johnstone had it poked off her stick, but it was pushed back down inside the zone. McIntyre opens up, scans for an option. Couldn't find one. She tries to use the short glass down there, and that's going to go up and off the netting and out of play. So we'll have a whistle here. 9:08 left to go. Something I never really understood about the defensive zones is that short glass near the hash mark area. Some rinks have really tall glass. I think of rinks like the Rath Eastlink Community Center. Of course, that's a newer rink than the historic Hector Arena. Just through the middle of the ice. Drop the stick, heads up there. Is able to get that puck in deep. There was Ella Grinton. Then on the forecheck now is McDonald as well as Richards. Still able to hold the zone. In behind the goal now. Gauvin all the way around to the far side. Held in. Doolin couldn't get there in time. Richards, shake move in the corner. Pinched off by Johnstone. Cook now. She'll loop through and pick it up. Comes back to the point. That puck came to the blue line and didn't quite come out. Shot there. That was blocked fearlessly. Into the corner it goes. Johnstone rims it around to the far side. It's MacArthur racing Cook to get there as Johnstone makes her way over to help as well. Comes free to the blue line. Now it's going to come out. As back forward is Carly Boyle. Dooland will head for a change. All the way up the ice now as the Selects looking to attack here on transition. Down the left side. Stopped up was Chisholm. MacArthur in to help out. Cycled it down low. Player blows a tire down there. That was Bria Tanner. Comes all the way back to the point. Burris able to hold the line. Back to the point once again. In there quickly was Connolly, and she was able to get a shot towards a goal. It was kicked aside by Arbo. The clearing attempt stopped up, down low. Tanner working out of the corner, looking for her option. She's going to go back up top to the left point. Partner pass across for Burris. Burris, the shot there that was off a body in front. Now another pass up to the point. Blowing a tire. Chipped off the wall, and I don't think she realized that she had so much time as that's going to go all the way down the ice for icing with 7:08 left to go here. So we'll go all the way back around to the Flame zone here. Shots on goal, 9-2 here in favor of the Selects so far. Thank you very much for tuning us in to wherever you're watching from. A lot of you with multiple kids able to be in two places at once. Now is a shot towards the goal, the rebound, and that one's going to be whacked home. Not sure who scored. Well, we have a potential injury on the way. As the Selects, looks like it's going to be number 14, I want to say. That's exactly who it is. So Ashton McCaddy will get her fourth goal of the season, and she'll strike first here for the Selects with 7:02 left to go now here in the first period. So back to center ice we go. It's a tough one there as that puck just came through a crowd, ended up into the feet of Arbo. And on their 10th shot of the game, they're able to strike now. It's a nice chip through the middle. Potential 2-on-1 forming here now as the Selects in over the line. Drop pass. Opportunity to shoot there, and it was blocked off the ankles there. And now we're going to have a face-off. It'll be just in front of us here. Some of the Flames family made their trip up on the bus here today, a little family trip. Long old haul from Fredericton to Pictou County. Oh, little malfunction with the PA announcer here in the arena, no big deal. Happens to the best of us. It's the Selects loop around the zone. McIntyre, cutback move. She'll get around the forechecker Lawrence. Down low, towards the front of the goal. Richards whacks it back towards. Not sure if that was the intended target, but it comes back to the point now. McIntyre fires it back down inside the zone. Richards now on that loose puck. Good job there as Claire Boucher. That's Boursier, sorry. Up to the left side half wall. Puck's held in right there in front of us, just to the right side, as that will escape the zone now. McIntyre. Good edge work there. She cuts in front of the Flames bench, and she'll find that loose puck there. Now can't find it as she had it poked off her stick. Flames looking to get a change here. Bunch of commotion there at the bench. MacArthur across the left side. Francis McDonald fire that in deep. Weird bounce off the corner down there by the Pictou Lions sign. nearly bounced out in front of the net. Arbo was able to stay sharp. As we approach the 5-minute mark here of the first period. Chipped up and over. Last one back here for the Selects was Ella Grinton. Just in front of the Flames bench now. Chipped off the wall. I can't find it. And there it is there, just inside the Select zone. Kimball able to fire that in. Good cross corner dump there as Grinton goes back for it here. She got Boyle on the anchor. Outlet pass up the left side through the middle. MacArthur picked it up on the forehand, but it rolled away from her. Smith in there. She'll knock that down with the hand. Good job to pick it back up with the stick, as it would have been a hand pass back the other way, as it's still jammed up there in front of the Selects bench. All kinds of traffic over there. Now as Boyle finds the red line, she's going to pump that one in deep. Picked up now. Kimball looking for the outlet. She finds it on the right side. Chipped off the wall. Good job to take away that lane as it's held inside the blue line. 4:20 left to go now here in the first. Picked up here on the fly through. There's Waterhouse. Didn't win the battle as it comes back to the point. Picked up by Tanner. Backhands it down low. Waterhouse comes through. Lofts it. That one's going to get through everybody and out into the neutral zone. Partnered across. Backhanded. Folks from the bench able to find that loose puck. Just fires that towards the goal. The Flames are completing a change here with less than 4 minutes to go. Burris chipped off the wall. Gauvin chipped it back the other way. Selects were completing a change, so icing waved off. And onto the goaltender Mason, and she will hang on here. 10-2 the shot so far in favor of the Selects, who lead this one 1-0. Off the stick of Ashton McHattie on a loose puck in front. Right spot, right time. They all look the same on the score sheet, as they say. Right after this game is actually going to be the Pictou County Pipers versus the East Hants Penguins at 7:30. Hector Arena buzzing here today. Now, it was a shot towards the goal. Was looking for the tip at the side of the net. And that goes by everybody. Held in by the Flames, though, as they work hard down here on the right side. Polchis trying to find that loose puck. It was picked up by Connolly. Rims it around to the far side. Burris looking for the outlet through the middle. Off the stick of McHattie. Big collision there in center ice. The puck goes back down inside the Select zone. Carrying it over the zone. Nice pass cross ice right on the tape there for Tanner. Tanner, nice move at the blue line. Almost forced her team offside, but they were able to maintain the onside position. Back to the left point. Worked over to the right side now. Doiron through the middle, looking for the tip in front. She'll get it, but it's tipped wide. Final 2.5 left to go here in the first. Side, Doolin couldn't hang on long enough to make a play. She'll find it here now. Johnstone peels it out of the crowd. Chips it to the left side. Doolin had it bounce over her stick, so going to go back the other way as Tanner gets the red line. She's going to dump it in deep. Back in behind the goal. Good forecheck here by the Selects, but it's the Flames who come away with it. 2:21 left to go. That one's going to be lofted the length of the ice, and that is going to be icing here with 2:16 left to go here on the first period time clock. 1-0 lead here for the Selects. If you're just joining us, the face-off will be to the left of Arbo. Puck down. Back to the point. Richards takes the return. She'll spin off the defender. Back to the point. Doiron now partners it across. The middle of the ice, McIntyre. Back for Doiron. Doiron turns, fires. That was blocked. Richards diving for that loose puck. Swiped at it and missed. As Johnstone looking to clear. Gauvin had that one go by her. His Feltmate now is going to work it up the right side. Cook had that one bounce off her stick. Chipped out into the neutral zone area. And now it's going to be waved off. Fans here wanted the offside call. 100 seconds left to go now as it's lofted back out into the neutral zone. McHattie. Big hit there from Doolin, and that's going to be a penalty as Mila Martin took a big hit there. Good head of steam there, but Doolin pinched her off, and with contact, that would have been a good hit. Unfortunately, that's going to be a penalty here, so the Selects will head to a power play, their first one of the game for both sides here, leading 1-0, looking to double down here in the first period. Big kill here coming for the Flames in the dying minutes here of the first period. So Burris across. She gets the return pass, cross ice pass. MacArthur back up top for McIntyre. McIntyre left side for MacArthur, way too far for her to reach as it switches sides now. Fife McDonald in behind. McCaddy, the goal scorer so far for the Selects. Minute 13 left to go. Back to the point. Burris blows a tire. Good pinch there from Folk. She had the right idea there. Once you see back or someone blows a tire, you got to attack now as she's going to be taken down, and now there's going to be a penalty. And we're going to have some extra stuff there behind the play. So Folks takes a hit to make a play. And that'll draw a penalty here. So 4-on-4 now for a minute 18. So a little more space out there for both sides. So Polchis and Richards on the draw here. Back to the point, and that'll escape everybody. 45 seconds left to go. Be 4-on-4 for a minute 12, and then the Flames will get a very abbreviated power play, just under 30 seconds to start the third period. Or sorry, the second period. Way ahead of myself here. All the way back inside the Flame zone. Icing waved off. Rimmed around to the far side. 27 seconds left to go. Swooping in there was Mila Martin. Now Richards with it. She'll loop around, try to make a move. It was picked off. Flames looking to go back the other way. Chip through the middle. Martin now find that loose puck. 15 seconds left to go. Head of steam down the left side. Shot there. That one just goes wide. Back up to the point. Pinned up against the wall. Puck's going to come outside the zone here as McIntyre will collect. 3 seconds left to go. She'll fire it up the left side. Maybe a chance for a shot, and that'll be a late period shot there. That's going to do it for the first 20 minutes. A 1-0 lead for the Selects at the end of the first. We'll start the second period 4-on-4. Shots on goal 10-2 here in favor of the Selects. We'll head to the intermission, and we'll be back with second period action about 10 minutes time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back inside the Hector Arena here for period number 2 between the Western TNT Flames and the Northern Subway Selects. We'll start the period 4-on-4 for 28 seconds, and then the Flames will have themselves a little bit of a power play left over here. 1-0 lead for the Selects as we start the second, and it's the Selects who are going to have the puck here to start. So 4-on-4, a little more ice here. It's going to go all the way up the left side. That'll get by Richard's stick, and that's going to go down the ice, but not enough for icing. It's worked around to the far side. So 5 teams went up to the Two Nations College Prep Tournament there last weekend. 4 teams made it through to the crossover, so a testament to the product of hockey that we're bringing out here in the Atlantic provinces. So shout out to all those teams, and always nice to get away from your home for a little bit and kind of test yourselves against the bigger markets. Thank my good buddy Daryl there for the info. It's in over the line now. Shot there. That was an absolute laser. But a good blocker save made from Mason. So power play here for 17 seconds. Selects are able to find that loose puck, and that's going to go the length of the ice. Arbo down on the one knee to stop it. 7 seconds left. Burris on her feet, ready to return. Flames will start the power play breakout. Up the right side for Daigle. She'll get the red line, get it in deep. Actually, it hit the linesman there for a sec, so it didn't quite get the 200 feet. So we're back to even strength here, so nothing doing on both power plays. Right side, McCaddy, nice move. Up the right side, dumped in there by Morrow. In front there as they bang away at it, puck still loose. Over to the right side now, Flames looking for the clear. McIntyre holds the line. If this mesh is driving you nuts at home, it drives me nuts here as well. A shot towards the goal. Arbo the save and an extra whack there in front. And there's going to be some words exchanged, rightfully so. Probably doing the same thing in that position. The faceoff will come to the left side of Arbo. This is probably one of the coldest rinks in Nova Scotia, folks. Both backup goaltenders wearing gloves on the bench. Not something you see too often at the newer arenas. Kids these days are a little bit spoiled. Looked out into the neutral zone. Through the middle. Selects just getting back on side. Good hustle over there. Very unselfish play. Just as easy to kind of float your way out of the zone, but Select's able to get back on side here. Passed out front. MacArthur. Spin around. Back to McIntyre. Quickly across. Good touch pass there. Shot. That one goes wide. Bounces off the wall. Trying to push it back towards the front of the net. Now as Johnstone couldn't handle it, that one goes through the crease and then off the skate of the referee. And there's the old glass and out. There's icing waved off right away. Worked all the way around to the far side. Boursier, cross for a partner. Through the middle, that's going to go off the stick of the Select, so McIntyre will head back in her own zone to pick it up. Sorry, that's Grinton, not McIntyre. My apologies. As the shot towards the goal is going to be stopped up, 17:05. A lot of the times as a commentator, folks, you try and find something that you recognize on the player and you kind of roll with that. No name bars. And the long blonde ponytail will get you every now and then. So apologies there. The puck is down. Whack towards the goal. Burris. Chipped off the left wing wall. 4-car pile up down there now. It's a 3-on-2 for the Selects. Parents want a battle here. Richards being pressed there by Polchis. In there to help out as well. There was Connolly. Centered out front there. Whacking at it. Mason find it. The puck's still loose. 2 players down in the crease. Mason's stick got caught up in the net. She yanks that free. It's going to come back out front there. Good read. There's Dagla able to hold the line. Back to the right point. Fired it across. Nice feed. Dagla winds. Fires. That was a bullet. That one goes off the glass as the rebound comes to Burris. Now it'll chip free. Good push there from the Flames, but it's back the other way now for the Selects. Chipped inside the zone. Boursier back for it. She'll rim it around. Through the middle of the ice. Nice feed. Red line deep. Real good clean breakout from the Flames, and a good dump in there now is McIntyre. She'll pick it up and she'll fly down the right side. One of the fastest straightaway skaters here in this league. She tries to shove one home there, and she gets taken down at the side of the net. And if the net sound was any indication of how that felt, that one will sting her a little bit. So face off here. We'll stay inside the Flame zone. Poked through off the face-off. Doolin was looking to get off to the races there, but it was poked free. Selects inside the zone. McCaddy pinned up against the wall. Summers in there to help out. Feltmate taken down, and behind the goal it stays. Worked into the far side corner. Activating there is McIntyre. Slotting back there was Bria Tanner. Good heads-up play. There's a shot towards the goal. Pardon me. Chip back down inside the zone. Selects will have to touch up. Now they will, so they'll stay onside, and they'll start a change on the backside. Chipped off the wall all the way out. Cross ice pass. Selects back onside. Down the right side it goes. Stopped up. Boyle holds it against the wall. Poked it free, and to help out is MacArthur. Good forecheck here by the Selects. Flames looking to get the exit. Poked free there by MacArthur. MacArthur second on the Selects in scoring with 32 points so far on the season. Grinton got it right that time. Chip through the middle of the ice. That's off the stick of Doolin, and that's going to go down the ice. We'll see if it has enough for icing, and it just will. So the Flames will have to bring out their same 5 here. No change on the icings. Face-off will be down in my favorite corner of the rink here, the one we can't see. Back to the point. Boyle shot there quickly. That goes wide and in behind the goal. Bouncing right back out front. Tip to the blue line. Grinton fires it back down deep. That'll make its way all the way around to the far side now. Rogan Vint looking to get freed up. Puck goes out to Doolin. Doolin and Vint get tangled up. Feltmate trying to find that loose puck. Pokes it free. Doolin will head to the bench, and she's not happy with that sequence. As now Boyle will walk in. Boyle tried to shoot one through the defender as a screen. That was Gauvin, but she got a shin pad on her. Now it's a shove play at the side of the net, and that one finds the back of the net there after a couple whacks at it. Not sure who put it home, but it looks like it's going to be number 11. It's hard to tell sometimes with a scrum in front of the net, but as it looks right now, it's going to be Kate Morrow. And that'll be her second goal of the season. So really spread out scoring here for the Selects team. Every single person on the team with a goal other than their one affiliate player. And Selects without their leading scorer here, and Hallie Rose McLean. Down the right side. Trying to center are the Selects, looking for some more here. Chipped off the wall. Great play there by Smith as that puck will exit the zone. Richards finds it. Left side now. It's Fife McDonald. Tried to chip it in deep. Gets there. Comes back to the blue line. Grinton grabs it, but that's going to be whistled on the offside. As the whistle will go here. Face off one. Quickly across. Good pickup there by Burris on the backhand. That was a laser pass. Very handy skill set, being able to pick the puck up whichever way. And there's an old saying that says you can't give a good player a bad pass. So looks pretty true on that one. Johnstone in to help out. Richards will give her a bump. 2-on-2 down there in the corner. Richards looking for that loose puck. Finds it, but Johnstone whacks it off her stick. Johnstone battling down there. She's able to get that puck free to her teammate. The Flames looking to get out of the zone. Chipped up to the blue line, not out. As Connolly will hold the line. She'll fire it back down in deep. Select on the forecheck. That'll force the Flames on the reverse. Kimball up the right side wall. Johnstone there looking to chip it out as well. 3-on-3 just on that one side here. Looked out of the corner, trying to make a move. In the corner. Trying to come away with it. Good job down there by Waterhouse as she's working her way, but the puck comes back the other side. Cycle here for the Selects, trying to make a move. Couldn't get around Johnstone. Now a chance. Select shot there. Arbo the save. Poke free. Back to the point. Unable to get it out of the zone once again here. Flames hemmed in. Good push here from the Selects. Back up to the point. Connolly across for McIntyre. McIntyre tried to go back down low. Picked up down there by McDonald. McDonald cycles it in deep. Going to come all the way around the far side, and that one's going to be an icing here charge to the Flames. Oh, they won't be able to change here. The faceoff will come down to the right side of our bow. Puck is down now. Selects off the face-off, looking to make something happen here. Looked in behind. McIntyre gets the return pass in the middle of the ice, moves it around to the right side. An opportunity for a shot there. Was a good clean shot there from Carrie Doiron. But Arbo there to make the save. So speaking of Doiron, Kendall Doiron just announced to play for Team Canada here. She used to suit up here for this Selects team and just finished a real solid tournament at the U18 Women's World Nationals. Pretty good resume so far for her. Up the left side. Held in at the point. Doiron across from McIntyre. Had to be quick. She finds it once again. Didn't have a lane to the net, so she fires it in deep as we approach the 10-minute mark here of the second period. Centering pass there off a skate. Moved it over to the left side. Flames back here in transition. And over the line. Couldn't get it to go. McIntyre find that loose puck, and now we're going to have a penalty here, and it's going to be an interference call. As Kenna Eason was taken down, so that'll be a penalty to Allie Chisholm. 2 minutes for interference. So the Flames will head to the power play here as we get set up for their offensive zone faceoff now just to the left side of Lydia Mason. So that means tomorrow it'll be Yeomans and Field. The Flames look for one right off the draw here. Rimmed around. Boyle got it to the point. Unable to get it out. Held in. Good job there, but now they partner pass across for Boursier. Was tipped by Richards. Good edge work there from Boursier. That's going to fire all the way around to Dooland. Dooland and over the line. Could have poked off her stick. She had to dangle her own teammate there and kind of got caught up in the traffic. Battle down there. Towards the front of the goal. Dooland reaching for that puck. Comes back to the point. Dagla shot there. Tipped. That was kicked aside by Mason. Kind of lost some steam on its way there as it hit a body on the way to the net. So Richards is going to stay right on Dooland there. Now a one-time opportunity there from Boursier. It's going to be rimmed around to the far side. Foot race there and good hustle play. Back down low. That took a weird bounce. All the way down into the right side now. Boursier on that loose puck. Selects looking to clear. Poked through, and that'll get by Dooland, and that's going to go all the way down the ice. Arbo, ho! Took a weird little bounce there. She had to be careful. And over the line, Dagla will rim it around to the far side. She waited to see where her teammates were going to be. Folks working out of the corner. 35 seconds left to go here in the power play. Captain Folks back up for Feltmate. Feltmate returns the favor back towards the goal. Looking for a turnaround pass, and now that one's going to be smothered up here by Mason as she jumped out on that puck. So 28 seconds left to go here in the power play. 19-5, the shots here in favor of the Select so far. They have a 2-0 lead as we speak. So two forward changes here for the Selects. to the point. Feltmate partnered it across. Into the middle of the ice. Shot towards the goal. Kicked aside by Mason. Rebound comes free. Centering pass off a set of skates, and that one's going to be sent the length. Arbo comes out. She'll leave it there for her defender with 10 seconds left to go. As they get set up now. They got players in motion. Now it's time to move the puck up the right side. Into the feet. Gauvin spins around the forechecker. Finds Polchis. Polchis now turns, fires off a set of shin pads. Now out of the box they go. We're back to even strength. And over the line go the Selects. Left side, looking for the drop pass. MacArthur coming in late. She was taken out. Rogan Vint flying here in this shift. Picked up by the Flames. They're going to get the red line. They're going to get that in deep with a good cross-corner dump as McIntyre looking for that loose puck. Got it up into the neutral zone as Kimball joined from the bench, and she just fires that one towards a goal. 8 minutes, 5 seconds left to go here in the second. Back to the point. Kimball, good job there to get in time as she was able to hold the line. Cook looking for that loose puck. She tries to fire it in deep, and she will do so. Worked into the corner, nearly behind the net now. It is going to be worked in behind the net as McIntyre battling. Cut back. John Stone blew a tire on the cutback move as McIntyre moves it up the right side. She'll jump right into the play. Bank pass, looking for Vint. Waterhouse. Kind of lackadaisical with it. She's able to get it across for Kimball. Kimball now, up the right side. Couldn't get it by the forechecker here for the Selects. Pinned up against the wall now. Richards trying to work out of the corner. She's being harassed there by the Flames defense. Back up the right side. Summers too far for her to reach as Grinton holds the line. They got me again. Chipped by Grinton, and that's going to go the length of the ice. Icing waved off. Not really sure why, maybe because she stopped skating, but Boyle. She'll carry here. She's going to walk right in over the line, right down Broadway. Kick save made by Arbo. The rebound comes loose. Fife McDonald. Richards now into the corner. Works out of the corner. Moves it across for Grinton. Able to hold the line. Partner pass back across for Boyle. Boyle towards a goal. Tipped in front. Nice save, Arbo. Chipped up the left side. Now is Cook. She's going to be all alone. She's going to get the red line. She's going to fire that in deep. Icing waved off. My apologies. That was actually Clara Smith. Out inside the line. Doolin activates from the bench. She joins the party. Through the middle of the ice. Onto the backhand. She couldn't quite handle the pass. Dagla will loft that one in on goal. Mason had a white jersey flying in for looking for the loose puck as she's going to take no chances and hang on. 6:10 left to go here in this second period. The faceoff will go to the blocker side here of Lydia Mason. Faceoff won by the Selects. Rimmed all the way around to the far side. Feltmate able to hold the line. Shot towards a goal. That was off a set of shin pads and nearly a bad bounce. Now is Doolin. Cycles it down low. Trying to return the favor as Doolin comes in. She does everything at high speed, so sometimes she gets caught up in the body. Doolin just caught up in the mix down there, just trying to grab her stick. Can't get it to come free. Now is the Flames and behind the goal, McCaddy. Oh, front there, a chance for the Flames. They just couldn't get a stick on. Another shot coming, blocker save Mason. Good pushback here from the Flames. Selects in their own zone here. Into the corner, puck comes free. Winger decided to come back and help out, and good thing she did is they're going to go back the other way now. Down the left side they go. That's Brooke McDonald. Stays with it towards the front of the goal there and couldn't handle it. It was Evelyn McLeod. A great chance. Nice move. MacArthur toe drag, but that was as far as she got. As Feltmate now is going to walk in over the line. She's got some space. She just fires that towards a goal. Mason gloves it down. She'll leave it there for McIntyre. Play will continue as the Flames complete a change. Up the right side. Into the middle. Poked off the stick. Great back check there. Up the left side. Turned it over. Tanner now. Nice move. Got through, but couldn't get the puck to follow her. And now we're going to have a penalty here as the Flames pick the puck up. Arbo is going to look to head to the bench for the extra attacker. Chip free. Polchis is going to get down there as Mason touches up, and now the whistle will go. So we'll wait to see what the call is as the officials will get together real quick. So we'll see what the official call is here. So it's going to be a 4-minute hit to the head penalty. So 4:32 left to go here in the second period, and they will finish the majority of this period on the power play, of course, barring 2 goals. Coach wants an explanation. Puck's down now. Clean face-off win here for the Selects. Back to the point. Cross for Boursier. Boursier being pressed, moves it back up top to the left side. Opportunity towards a goal. Mason the save, and she'll once again smother it up. And now we're going to have some extracurricular activity in front of the net, but they're going to let this one go after just giving a double minor for head contact. I'd say the next one probably will get called. Fredericton faithful here, a little upset with that one, but sometimes that happens. Shot towards a goal. Mason blockered that aside. This is where the Flames have to make sure they outman the puck here. They send 2, you send 3. They send 3, you send 4. No matter what, you always have somebody open. Now is at the side of the net, a jam play. Back to the point, and that one's going to be lofted the length of the ice. Flames are going to get a forward change here. As Cook and Folks will make their way onto the ice. Polchi's up next. Dagla down the right side. Dagla sitting 3rd place on the Flames' offensive statistics. Towards a goal, and nice job there. Teamwork to hold the line. Doesn't matter how you do it, just matters that you do. Back up top to the point. Down low. Opportunity. Shot there. Blockered away there by Mason once again. She blows a tire down there in the crease. 3 minutes, 15 seconds left. Back up to the left side point. Cross ice. Dagla. Had that one bounce off her stick on the pass. Now it's turned over. McHattie looking for her second of the game. She's going to get in to the backhand. Great back check there from Boursier. So that puck's going to come free now. A little miscommunication at the side of the goal, but the Flames will collect here. And that one's going to go the length, and that's going to be an icing there. That's where I'd like to see her kind of slow it down and force the Selects up ice. Once you get them up near you at the blue line there in the neutral zone, obviously there's going to be some space in behind. Went for the stretch pass, but it didn't work this time, so back down to their zone they go. 2:53 left to go here in the second period, and 2:21 left to go in the power play. Dagla chips that free. Boursier looking for the loose puck. Grinton was able to get there first and put it back down inside the zone. Richards will give chase here on the penalty kills. They rim it around to the far side. Dagla, she was pressed. Gets herself free. Through the middle of the ice. Nice feed there is Polchi's down the left side. She stops up, leaves it there. Looking for a shot. They get one. Mason got a little piece of it. There's 2:19 left to go. Pinned up against the wall. Down deep. Cook looking for that loose puck, but it's Boyle she's battling with down there. Polchi's able to poke that free. Good second effort there towards the left side. She's going to look for the return pass, but it was bounced over her stick. Selects looking to fire that one the length of the ice. They get it to the blue line. That's as far as it'll go. Towards a goal. Tipped in front there, and it was blocked before it could get the rest of the way to the goal. Partner pass across. Feltmate didn't have a lane to the net, so she fires it in deep. 1:40 left to go here in the second. Looking for the bank play at the side of the goal. Loose there. Oh, what a save, Mason. Glorious chance there. The Flames look to cut into the lead, but Mason kicks out that left pad in a hurry, and she makes a great save there as Richards will fire it in deep. Arbo left it there for defense. Richards sneaks in behind. Back to the point. Burris. That goes wide. 45 seconds left to go here in the power play. Lawrence now. She's going to get it in deep. Back is for Burris. Back to the point. Held in. Good job there at the left point. Over to the right side. Nice hard pass across to the left. Shot coming. That one goes high and wide, but the rebound comes back to the Flames. Bouncing puck there. That's a tough bounce for the Flames. Sporcier was lined up to receive that one, but it hit a piece of ice now as we're 45 seconds left to go here. Chipped inside the zone. Doolin's going to give chase. Ainsley Connolly in there first. Doolin, good hustle in there as they're going to come away with that puck. Working out of the corner. Fanned on the pass attempt. Back to even strength. Flames hold the zone. Back to the point. Still held in. Cross ice pass. Lawrence now looking for a shot. Tries to shovel it towards the goal. Had it blocked. And the fans right. Helper. Back to the point. Partner pass across. Boursier fires one. That goes off the wall. Bounces right back. Oh, lively end boards here. Tripped up there. A bunch of bodies hitting the deck down there. Getting caught up in behind the net. As Tanner picks it up here. 4 seconds left to go. Just looking for a simple clear is all they want because the pushback from the Flames. And that's going to do it here for 40 minutes. Only one goal in the period to speak of. It's a 2-0 lead here for the Selects at the end of 2. 22-11 the shots on goal. So we'll head to the intermission. And we'll be back with third period action here in about 10 minutes time. Stay with us. All right, sorry about that, folks. We're back at her. Third period action here, 20 minutes left to go. 2-0 lead here for the Selects. Flames with a real good push at the end of the last second period. See if they can continue on here and start to cut into this lead. The Selects looking to hang on. So they're leading in the shot department here, 22-18. Good outlet pass through the middle is MacArthur. And over the line, nice move. MacArthur to the backhand, couldn't quite find the space, so she was pushed off into the corner as that puck will end up there. Dooland. She'll cut through the middle of the ice. Nice move. Gets around the first defender. Couldn't get around the second. Tripped up there, and there's going to be a penalty, and it's going to go to Annalise Lawrence here once the Flames touch up. Cross ice pass. Too far for Richards to touch. And now it's going to be picked up. It's going to be a tripping call. Well, Lawrence will head to the penalty box here, and we're going to have a power play here for the Selects. Face off to the left side of Arbo, who's stopped 20 of 22 shots thus far. To the point. Burris. Shot there. That one gets off the stick of McIntyre, and that'll get down inside the Select zone. McIntyre fires a cross ice pass. The only person able to pick it up was the Flames defender. McIntyre ran out of real estate, so she fires it back for Burris. McIntyre up the left side for Richards. McIntyre will take it back. Looking for her options. She'll go back up the left side onto the stick of Richards. Richards runs into a defender in Boursier. MacArthur now moves it back to the left point for McIntyre. Fires across ice for Burris, who's got a girl on her right away. McIntyre down low, left side. MacArthur. Cut back move. Tried to cycle it down low. The old 1.5 foot pass didn't get to its target as it's going to be rimmed around to the far side. Burris down from the right side point. Centering pass. Puck goes off the goaltender out into the high slot. Burris pulls it back. Tries to fire it back for MacArthur. As the Flames try and get their stick back into play. Now it'll get by everybody, and that's going to be a good clear. The left side it goes. And over the line now. Kate Morrow cycles it down deep. Richards looking for that puck. She'll come away with it. In behind the goal she goes. Trying to open it up. Around the zone, across. Doiron. Back for Richards. Back for Doiron. Back at the top point. Right side. Boyle. Opportunity to shoot. She doesn't. She scores. Carly Boyle. Power play goal. And that'll make it 3-0 here. That'll be her second goal of the season. And it's 3-0 now here for the Selects. Flames coaches always looking like they're having a good time. They got the Santa hats going. At one point this year, they had the Canadian tuxedos going. The all-female staff as well. Kimball back for it now as the Selects look to get right back on the attack. Nice patience. Left side. Good read by Boyle as she was able to hold the line. Puck bounced out into the neutral zone. Boyle gets the red line. She'll fire it back down in deep. 200 feet from your net's a good spot to be right now if you're the Selects. Turned it over there and almost pulled it to the front of the net. Puck sticking down there. Not sure. Kimball wasn't able to get anything done with it. There's a partner pass from Grinton across for Boyle. And Doolan went down for the old neutral zone block shot. That was wild. And now she'll pick up that loose puck. She'll fire it in deep, and now she'll head for a change. Selects looking for the quick breakout here through the middle of the ice. Tanner poked off her stick. Summers on the forecheck. If the Selects able to get the zone or the red line and get it in the zone. Chipped off the wall, heads up there now. Burris fires it right back down inside the Flame zone. Worked around. Burris holds the line, fires it towards the goal. Arbo will smother it up, and she will hang on here. 15:44 left to go here in the third period. She's about minus 14 here in the Hector Arena. Fans all bundled up. But you know what cold rink means, folks? It means great ice. And the players are really what it's about here, so I've actually been on this ice a few times myself, and it's hard and fast. Nothing worse than when the ice gets soft and slow out there and you got to battle just to get some strides in. Now that's coming from a guy who's pretty out of shape now. Probably doesn't affect the young ladies as much as it would for me, as that's going to be whistled on the offside. The faceoff will come just outside the zone here, just in front of the booth or homemade booth. So Richards and Folks on the draw. Richards wins it. She'll keep it. She's got the red line. Now the blue. She'll dump it in. Gauvin with it. She'll send that out. They had a player in behind, but Burris, good read as she knocked that down out of midair. It's going to get down inside the select zone now. Connolly rimmed it around to the far side. Unable to get it there this time. Icing is going to be waved off as they were just a little tardy getting to the blue line as Arbo out to play it. Fife McDonald in on the forecheck. Gauvin spins off her. Tried to fire a pass up the left side. Fanned on it. Now she'll get it to Polchis. Polchis through the middle. There's Eason trying to win that battle, but it was picked off now as McIntyre. Cut back move. She'll move it up the left side. Richards. An option over there. She'll spin. Bank it off the wall softly. Now Doolin's going to find that loose puck. Doolin, 1-on-2. Trying to muscle her way free down the left side. She will. And behind the goal. Real good skater, Doolin. Tried to go back to the point. Hit a set of skates. She thought it was a size 8, but it was a 8.5. So off the toe and down into her own zone. Waterhouse looking for it. Turned it over in behind the goal. Back up to the left point. McIntyre returns a favor down low. Poked free. Good stick down there. So now Cook with it. She'll move it over to the left side. Doolin on that loose puck. She'll battle with McIntyre. Doolin, nice under the skates move. So that'll allow the Flames to get possession. Inside the zone. Cook couldn't find it. Now it's McCaddy back the other way here for the Selects. 2-on-2 forming. A 3-on-2 forming now as McIntyre into the play. To the trailer. McCaddy, turnaround, fanned on it. Good zone entry there. Just a little bit of a choppy pass there that got away from the intended target. Cook, whoa, just dodged a hit there. And she'll walk in. Opportunity to shoot. She does. Mason will cover it. And she is going to play it. Flames fans wanted a whistle there. Selects goaltender Mason wanted to keep play going. Offensive zone faceoff. Always a invited thing. Now as MacArthur turned it over, she's got Vint at the back door, fires it towards Boyle, holds the line. She'll move it over to the left side. Shot coming, tipped in front. Arbo the save, and the rebound was there for a moment. But a good save by her. She'll smother up the rebound here. 12:49 left to go here in the third period. 3-0 lead for the Selects. Puck's down. Beltmate off the wall looking for Gauvin. Gauvin off the glass. That'll be tipped, so it'll be no icing right away. So Selects will head back to collect here. Ella Grinton spins off a forechecker. Gets around another one. She'll carry now. Grinton. She's going to have to hurry, though. She's being pressed from behind. As Folks back. She'll pick it up in behind her own goal. She'll rim it around. Winger was a little bit deep in the zone. Able to get it up to the blue line, and that's as far as it'll go. Off the glass. Out into the neutral zone. Try to fire it back in. Hit a Selects player before it could get into the zone. Burris. She'll walk right in over the line. Opportunity to shoot there. That one was tipped. Goes up and off the glass. Held in. Shove play at the side of the goal. Nice save, Arbo. Puck's free. Folks looking for it. Tipped free. Have to be careful there as the tension coming from behind. is in behind the goal now. Richards. Cut back move. Good job there by Gauvin to stay on her. Those shadow drills coming in handy now. They try and clear it up the wall, but it was held in by Conley. Connolly to Richards. Richards, drop pass back. Have to be quick here if they want to get a shot off. Chisholm tried to shoot, couldn't get it to go. Puck comes back. Now it's going to be picked up. Folks, up the middle of the ice now is Polchis, one-on-one. Polchis fires one in on goal. Mason finds it, pokes it. And that'll be collected by Connolly. Connolly, left side, off the stick there of Chisholm, and that was a good job there as they were able to get the red line. Doolin takes the outlet pass. It was a bank pass instead of a direct one, so she wasn't able to handle it. Sure, you'd like to see that defender step out from behind the net, take that extra half stride, and get a good clean outlet pass off, and that would have allowed Doolin to exit the zone, but instead the puck is held in, but now it'll be chip free. McIntyre finds that loose puck. She walks in over the blue line. McIntyre shot there, Arbo, the right pad save. McIntyre on the rebound. Loose puck. Back to the point. McCaddy towards the goal. That's a bouncing puck, goes through everybody and rolls by the crease. Into the corner. Doolin, nice little pass there. She had the outlet right on the stick of Cook. Just couldn't handle it at the last second. Doolin had that poked off her stick, held inside the line. Down the right side. Doolin once again battling for it. She takes a bump, but she's going to find Cook up the left side. Cook one-on-one against McIntyre. Tries to slide it through the feet. And now it's going to be turned over as the Selects go back the other way. Nice move there. Dagla. She'll carry. Still with it. She'll be pressed off the right side now. Had it poked off her stick. She'll have to get back now. Select's able to get the red line. They're going to fire it in deep. In behind the goal it goes. It rims around to the far side for Smith. Back to the point. Boyle. Shot there. That was blocked by Smith right into the shin pads. It goes all the way down onto the goaltender Mason, who's just going to leave it there for Grinton. Underneath the halfway mark here now. The blue line, nice move. Held in. Now it's the Selects back the other way. In over the line, nice move. Another nice move there. Just couldn't get the fourth one to go. Now still loose there. Nice save, Arbo. Rebound off the side of the goal. Into the splits goes Arbo, and she eliminates that chance. Through the middle of the ice. That'll get by everybody, and out into the neutral zone it goes. Down the ice it goes. Douglas loops inside her own zone. Audrey Dagler. Nice pass for Polchis. You could hear her probably through your screen there. It's Polchis now. Couldn't get around Vint. That's going to be picked up by Burris. Burris back the other way here in transition. Moves it over to the right side. Opportunity shot there. Arbo the save. Rebound's cleared. Polchis now with it. Nice move inside her own zone. Cut back the other way now. 1-on-3. Polchis fires at it. A bouncing puck on goal. Mason had a hard time with it as the puck comes free. Poked in behind the goal now. To the point. Towards the goal. That was worked all the way around to the far side now. Gauvin. Opportunity to shoot. She does. It was blocked. Another opportunity towards the goal. And Mason finds it through a crowd. And she will hang on here. 8:14 left to go here in the third period. So face off just to the left side now of Mason. Cleanly won here by the Flames. Gauvin shot. That goes off the end wall. Bounces out front there. They look for it. A rebound out front. Mason down and out, but the puck is cleared out of harm's way. Into the feet now. Towards the goal. Off the back. Lawrence. Doolin trying to go back in behind the goal now. Lawrence once again. She'll get around the defender. Towards the front of the goal there. That one rides through the crease. And all the way up the right side. Good hustle play there as the Flames able to hold the line. Still with it. Doolin tried to chip it free. Selects held in their own zone. The half wall. 2-on-2. Still frozen there. Looks like it's going to come free here now for a moment. The Selects looking to go back the other way. Into the feet of Vint. Couldn't handle it. Cut back move by Cook. She lost control. All the way back down inside the Flame zone. 7:14 left to go. Rimmed around to the far side. Doolin spins and picks it up on the backhand. It rolls away from her. Richards down low. Blows a tire, comes back to the point, unable to get it out of the zone. Shot coming towards, tipped in front, had to be careful. Lawrence there, pestered from behind as that puck's going to come free. Inside the zone it goes, 6:45 left to go here in the third. Centering pass, nobody home there for the Selects. That one will come all the way out to the blue line and it'll come out. McIntyre up the left side. Bria Tanner had to wait on it. Now it's going to be picked up by McHattie, who fires it in deep. Last man back is Dagla. Rims it around to the far side. Polchis chips it out through the neutral zone. That's going to go the length, but it's not going to have enough for icing. McIntyre back in time. Approaching the 5-minute mark here. Up the left side, just off a stick, and inside the zone it goes. Worked around. Selects here, holding the zone. Kimball poked it. Didn't poke it free, almost turned it over. Now she's battling down there in the corner. Good battle. Walking out front, still with it. Into the slot. Try to fire it back for Grinton, and that one is going to go out into the neutral zone and all the way back down the Selects defensive zone here. Grinton's going to use the net for protection there. She cuts back into the middle dangerously, but she's able to come away with that puck. Up the left side. Fife McDonald couldn't handle. All the way back down inside the Flame zone. Pushed around to the far side now. Opportunity in behind everybody is Lawrence. Lawrence cuts back into the middle. Still with it. Fires it towards the goal. Rebound comes loose. Down into that far corner there in our blind spot. Over to the left side. Dagla. Towards the goal. Didn't quite make its way there. Loose puck there in the high slot. Comes all the way back to the point. 5 minutes to go. Dagla, opportunity to shoot. She just misses wide. Looks skyward afterwards. She wanted that one on goal. Pinned up just inside the offensive blue line here. Peeled free. Trying to go back down the strong side. Doolin looking for that loose puck as she steals it from Grinton. Doolin tried to reverse it back. MacArthur was there for the Selects. 4 minutes, 40 seconds left to go. That one's poked free. That's going to go the length of the ice. Arbo looked at the official. They wave it off, so she's able to play it there and leave it for the defense. Time ticking away here for the Flames. Back up to the point. Burris couldn't handle it. It's going to go the length of the ice. Left side. Exiting the zone. Up the left side. Good stick check there. Icing waved off. Fans wanted an icing there, but if you make an attempt to clear a stick, you don't always have to touch it. Up to the discretion there. If they thought that she could have played it, they can wave it off there as Burris fires a shot. Ainsley Connolly back with it. In her own zone there. Had to get around now as Johnstone in. She turns it over, tries to go towards Polchis. Polchis in the corner. She's going to come away with that puck. Tried to go back up to the point. Turned it over. Selects trying to chip it out. Held in. Johnstone in her feet. Goaltender Arbo to the bench here. As you can see, the extra attacker. Well, sneak attack here from the Flames coach. Arbo came so hard to the bench, she blew a tire. So 6 on 5 here. Scovan looking for that loose puck. Turnaround shot there. Scores! They find one. Mason just tried to scoot that one into the corner. And on their 25th shot, they finally break the ice. As it looks like it's going to be number 18, Rachel Folks. The extra attacker comes through here as a 3-1 lead now. So Folks' 9th goal of the season, 17th point as she continues to lead this Flames team in offensive categories. So 3-1 now, 3:16 left to go here, plenty of time. Arbo will head back to the crease as this lead now is cut to 2. Chipped free off the referee. Doolin picks it up. She's looking to get it inside the zone. She'll get it just inside the line. Nice move. They're going to look to get Arbo back to the bench there to get the extra attacker once again. Lawrence couldn't handle it. McIntyre's going to find some space, and she's going to carry. Lexi McIntyre just in front of the booth. Down the right side. Opens up, looking for her options. Trying to find the trailer. Comes all the way back to the point. In deep. Kicked around the far side. Dooland looking for the outlet pass. She'll slide down defensively to help out, but she won't go too far now in case that puck squirts free. Select's looking to hold his own. Arbo's looking for the bench. Now is Dagla. And over the line. Shot there. Mason, the glove save, and they're going to get the offensive zone face-off. So as you can see there, just on the left side of your screen, coach letting Arbo know that to be ready, not yet, but be ready. They want to get possession and hang on before they get the goalie to the bench. Face-off's down, 2:25 left to go. Arbo's going to come towards the bench now. She's creeping around the top of the circle. They're going to ask Arbo to go to the hash marks. The face-off will remain inside the select zone. Puck's down. Looking to clear off the face-off are the selects. Held inside the zone. Arbo out at the top of the hash marks. Selects looking to clear the zone. Good push here from the Flames late. Chipped free is MacArthur. 2-on-1 now with Tanner. MacArthur keeps, shoots, and she fanned on it. It's Johnstone now looking to clear the zone. She gets it to the blue line, and that's as far as it'll get as it gets pushed back down inside by the selects. Minute 50 left to go here. Got to think Arbo coming out of the net here on the way up ice. And now there's going to be a whistle here. It's going to be a body contact penalty against the selects, it looks like. And it's going to be number 2, Bria Tanner. 2 minutes for body contact. So now it's going to be a power play for the Flames with 1:47 left to go. Keep an eye on Arbo here, trying to get out for 6-on-4. Face-off's down towards the point. Held in. Dagla across for Boursier. Doolan trying to make a move. Turned, cleared as Burris will fire that the length of the ice. It's Arbo. That one was close, and you could feel everyone get a little tighter up here on the right side as that one just rolled by the post. Arbo will creep her way out of the net. Now as Dagla carries through the neutral zone. She'll find some space. Dagla trying to get it in deep. Arbo's going to head to the net for the extra attacker. Centering pass there goes up on top of the net. And the whistle's going to go here. 1:14 left to go here in this third period. A rink dog over there to your left. Shout out to all the rink dogs. Best kind of dogs. Good boy or girl just sitting there taking in the action. So 6-on-4 here. Another 1:27 on the power play. They poke for it now is Johnstone with it. She'll fire it down low for Doolan. Doolan, oh, front there into the high slot. Couldn't handle the pass was Lawrence. So we're in the final minute to play here in the third period. Flames still with it. Back to Dagla. Dagla down low. Looking for the return pass. She gets it. Shot there. That was blocked in front. Back to Dagla once again. Dagla down low. Lawrence looking for the return. Tries to go cross ice. One-time shot there. Oh, it hit the player in front. Back to Dagla. Top of the point. Shot coming. Tipped in front. That goes wide. Doolan looking for the loose puck, but it's Lawrence who picks it up. 30 seconds left to go. Got to hurry now. Back to the point. Dagla once again fires a shot there. Tipped in front. Hit 2 bodies, and that one just goes into the corner. Chipped off the wall. Good hold by the Flames. Trying to center. They do out of the feet of Mason. Turn. Fired. Flames holding the zone here. Real good push late. Unable to find the back of the net just yet. Dooland in behind the net. Looks around. Tries to go back up to the point, and that one's going to come outside the zone, and that will pretty well do it here. As it's going to conclude 60 minutes. A late push from the Flames. Wasn't enough. As the Northern Subway Selects improve to 23-0. The Flames fall to 21-0. A 3-1 lead here on home ice for the Selects, and that'll conclude things here. A 27 save performance from Lydia Mason. She'll improve to 8-2 here. These two teams will go right back at it tomorrow at lunchtime right here from the Hector Arena. Final score, 3 for the Selects, 1 for the Flames. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we will see you at the next one.